Hello everybody and welcome back to Digimon Story CyberSleuth. On the last episode, we what exactly did we do? I think we beat up that new form of Edo. And then we took a quest here. I ended the episode, and then before I started, I went around and scanned everything, which took much longer than I thought because, as I mentioned at the end of the episode, closer to the end, there are rare encounter Digimon, and you have to scan those completely if you want them too, for that 200%. So that took some time. Huh? What you want there, youngin'? Young'un. Oh. Am I the one who made them their edits on Digipedia? Did you happen to find one of my articles there? Interesting, don't you think? What? You're saying there was subjective information in the articles written in constant dialect? In constant dialect is hard to understand? Well, you're misunderstood then. Constant dialect, the language friends, oh gosh. It's really easy to understand, you say? So I'm gonna try to read this in actual English instead of how it's read, so that I'll have an easier time, because he sounds like, what's the word I'm looking for? The stereotype of a southerner or a hillbilly. One of those. Still stereotype either way, but yeah, and it's making it hard for me to actually read. So that's what those forum post people are feeling. Listen, don't want to hear nothing about no articles. You understand? You're just pissing me off with all this here talk about my writing style. Well, I don't remember when the last time I scanned the Tentomon was, but apparently I didn't fully scan it. Ooh. Well, dang. This may hurt. I'm surprised you survived it, honestly. You're lucky it wasn't very effective. Because if it had been, we'd have one dead Tentomon on our hands. Sorry, it's just that what you said really got to me. It ain't just an interesting article. It should be easy to read and understand. Making a dictionary, the most important thing is professionalism. Please, give me some... I can't tell if he's saying... I think he's saying thought. Give it some thought. Shh, keep your voice down. Don't just yell out, hey, Mr. Administrator, seriously. From what I'm seeing, if that's supposed to be the administrator, that's a girl, so why are you saying Mr.? But what I wanted to say is that the block on the pages in the Kansai dialect has been removed, and I've been correcting the pages bit by bit. You really did an excellent job, and you have my heartfelt thanks. Indeed, I just received an email from that fellow from Kansai just now. I'll read it to you. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. That there detective opened my eyes about it all. I'd like to thank you kindly for that. Now I'm gonna start my own blog promoting Osaka, and I'm feeling pretty excited about it. As you can see, he's quite a weird guy. Yeah. If only you knew what weird meant. Alright, let's go turn in our quest. You know, so we can actually get somewhere. I'm hoping to see something exciting in this episode. Digipedia? Yeah, of course I know about it. Actually, How'd you go this long without hearing about it? I'm surprised considering your age. There's a sketchy poster on the second floor of Broadway. Have you seen it? Oh boy. More stuff on Broadway. A lot of stuff happens in Broadway. So what kind of poster? Oh, there we go. Ah, I see. That sign caught your attention too. The Super Ultra True Puppet. It's quite an intriguing name, that's for sure. Like the name says, it's an exquisitely crafted doll made to look just like a real human being that you can buy online, so I hear. Though calling it Super and Ultra True is a tad redundant, they could have gotten to the point across without using both terms. It's actually not that expensive. I'm thinking of saving up money and buying one myself. But why? Seriously, why? And it's made by Jorogumo Co. LTD? I don't know. A nice snappy name for a company. Although there's a bit of a sketchy vibe to it too. Anyway, I wonder who the model behind this doll is too, come to think of it. Hey, a case has come in from May at the Inoden Occult Research Club. Drop by the office when you can, alright? Okay. Sure. Living doll. Dead person. Huh. Well, yeah, we still haven't seen anything of that ghost girl again, have we? Wonder what happened to her. Have you heard of the... Yeah, okay. You have to help us. You have to help us, please. Me, calm down. I'm sure she'll help us. Tell me what's going on, what's wrong. Given that this is a business from the occult club, I take it we've got another supernatural case on our hands. Yeah, I mean, no, probably. I don't think this has anything to do with the occult this time. Oh, then why all the big fuss? Well, there are apparently those dolls being sold on the internet that look just like me and May. I think those dolls are super, hyper, ultra lookalikes or something like that. You must be referring to the Super Ultra True Puppets. I've heard rumors about them. Alright, tell me more. These dolls, their faces, their bodies, everything from top to bottom looks just like us. They're so accurate, it's creepy. And to make matters worse, they're being sold real cheap. You'd think they could go for at least a little more money on the market. That's not really the problem here. You get that, right? But it still sucks. It makes me feel like they see me as some kind of cheap piece of junk. Well... I mean, I find it weird too that your doll costs several thousand yen more than mine, but... Wait, so you do care about prices after... I said it's not important! Anyway, these dolls that look just like us are being bought by otaku all over the place. And when I think about what those guys are probably doing with her to them, it just really creeps me out. You know, this reminds me of another incident. I wonder if it's connected to that. What kind of incident? It's a really dicey looking service out there called the Perfect Girl Project. Oh, wonderful. One of these kind of project things. Okay. You can use it to get a living doll made in the image of your ideal girl and live the life you've always dreamed of. But the police have been hearing about how owners of these dolls are going missing. I was just discussing it with Detective Matayoshi. Super Ultra True Puppets and living dolls made in the image of people's dream girls. I guess they sound like they could be related, but are you sure there's really a connection? That's the tough part to prove. To make dolls that look so similar to how you two really are, it take having pretty specific data on your bodies. Imagine getting your hands on something like that. I imagine getting your hands on something like that isn't exactly easy. Actually, I have an idea how they might have managed to pull it off. There is an LDC machine in an arcade in Akihabara that I think might be suspicious. LCD? You don't mean lustful dream chicks, do you? There's certainly not one for subtly. Oh boy, subtly. Crap. I think it's subtly. Subtly. If that's the case, subtlety. I know subtly. Ah. Well, this makes everything I do much harder if I can't pronounce that again. If that's the case, great. Well, they're not very subtle. No, not that. I mean Living Doll Club. That's what LDC stands for. Right, it's a machine that scans all of your body and makes a 3D printed figure of it. Our data could have somehow leaked out of that, I guess. I definitely can't deny the possibility. Then our next step is clear. We need to head straight to Akihabara and gather info on this Living Doll Club machine. That'll be your job, Coded. As for me, I'll see if I can dig up anything else regarding to the Perfect Girl project. Yeah, okay. I hate when I can't say a word that I know. You have no idea how frustrating that is. But, see, I always remember how it's said after the fact, but when I need to say it, I can't. Where was it again? Was it in Shibuku? I don't remember. Shinjuku. Or Akihabara? I'm gonna go to Akihabara. But there's the... Am I talking to the right person? Some interesting monsters right before they lost consciousness. Guess they were so scared. That's how their kidnappers looked. Anyway, I'm just glad Akiba's back to normal. Huh? Oh, okay. You want to talk to me? Why? What is it? Ah, Living Doll Club, is it? For a time, there was this huge ad campaign about how it used the latest 3D tech and whatnot. There was a Living Doll Club in the arcade down the way, wasn't there? I wonder if there's anything in the shop. Panic. Ooh, let's buy some sprite recovery. About 20. Bug. It's fine. Ah, revival capsules. I'll get 10. Just to be safe. And 2 of these. There we go. The first non-useless shop I've seen. Isn't there another person over here somewhere? I guess they disappeared when I talked to that guy. Shame. Oh, that's that. Let's talk to this guy. You there. I can tell from your body language you're frustrated and unhappy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I know this is out of the blue, but I bet you're into beautiful women, aren't you? I'll have you know that I sell top-notch dolls of only the prettiest girls. Maybe you've heard of them. They're called Super Ultra True Puppets. If you want, I can let you have one for cheap. Go ahead and check this one out for yourself. You sell dolls of only the prettiest girls, so why do you have hers? Why are you selling hers? Okay, let's roll with it. Granted, this one's an ugly one that was made as an experiment. Oh boy, oh boy. Thank you, game. And it hasn't sold well. But you understand how real my dolls look now, right? Well, if you're interested in one of these for yourselves now, I've got something even better. But it's a top-notch secret service nobody can know. Why would they even laugh? Do you want to get kicked? Let me ask you, how are you doing health-wise? Great to hear, really. Even if you weren't 100% perfect, you'd probably still be fine. I bet you're bored with how your day-to-day life is going. Wouldn't you love to throw it all away and spend it with the girl of your dreams? Doesn't that sound fantastic? Because the Perfect Girl Project, I can offer you exactly that. They are connected. With the Perfect Girl Project, you can have your ideal girl recreated and sent straight to your room as a living, breathing human being. There's just one condition you have to abide by if you use this service. Just one condition and you can be free from the tedium you've lived with up until now. I bet you're wondering just what the condition is. I understand. It's a fair question to ask. Tell you what, I'll let you in on that condition free of charge. The one condition is once your dream girl has been sent to your room, you can never leave it for the rest of your life. Simple, right? Oh, you don't have to worry about survival. The girl takes care of that for you. So, what do you think? Not a bad idea, right? That's okay, take all the time you need to think. Once you know you want one, just get in touch and I'll make it happen. I don't know. How can anybody not trust him? Right now, how can anybody trust him? He just seems off. Okay, whatever. There are some gullible people. Right now, I think I'll go check out the LDC machine at the arcade. Ah, it's so perfect. Oh, they call Nokia ugly. Oof, she would have been pissed if she heard that. I'm so glad they did though. How's your investigation into the LDC machine coming along? So you're just about to get started on it. You encountered a suspicious man outside the LDC machine. That's good timing because I'm detecting a faint digital noise signature close to where you're standing. You better take a close look at that arcade machine. I bet you'll find some clues about how these super ultra true puppets are being made. As usual, this case is starting to take some weird turns, so be ready for anything in there. Looks like I can connect jump to the LDC unit. Alright, let's stop wasting time and get to it. Ooh, items. You know I love my items. What's over here? Or should I go forward first? Well, this is one of those areas with those weak Digimon. I feel like this dungeon map has been seen before, and they're reusing it. I've seen this before. I ended an episode about here. Yeah, I've been here. What was it? Was it Frostmine? No. But I've definitely been here before. Can it boost? HP caps. Alright, come on, let's see what we got. Should be somewhere. I know this Digimon. Maybe it was from the movie. I think it was from the movie. I think this is Digimon from the movie. I take people's data and make dolls from it. Lots and lots of dolls. Dolls that steal souls, and then people become dolls. Aha. The dolls are lifelike. The people are deathlike. Huh? Who? What are you? Any interference must be punished. Any interference must be punished. It's a big creature. I'm gonna smack it around. Can I dot you? Oh, it's so adorable now. It reverses the weaknesses and resistances bug, but I didn't expect it. Okay, so the only ones that are really immune to the effective bug are neutral types, because they don't have weaknesses and aren't strong to anything either. So that pretty much makes them immune to bug's effect. Even though they can be affected by bug, it doesn't really do anything for them. What I would have figured was, for a neutral type, when it comes to being bugged, they either become resistant to everything, and everything becomes resistant to them, since they're neutral, or they become super effective to everything, and everything becomes super effective to them, instead of it just being the same, just normal. There's something on the ground. Mysterious URL. Huh. Did you just come out of the LDC machine? You're not with the cops or something, are you? Are you? Oh, I didn't realize that who I was hitting up. I must not be on top of things like I used to be. Well, I've made a good amount of money as it is. Maybe it's time to call it good enough for now. Don't bother trying to come after me. If there's one thing I'm still good at, it's running away. See you. The animation they have for people running away is funny to me. Well, for that guy, because he was like skinny thin. His arms were so stiff as he ran away like a little block, like a, what's it called? I don't know, it's like if you had like wooden blocks and you had their arms and you had them move and run, they would like be next to their legs and their legs would barely move. They'd be like so straight and be walking. It's funny. It's funny to see. I can't really explain it too well. So the perpetrators behind this case are probably that salesman you met and a Digimon working together. It's unfortunate he got away, but we'll live. As we suspected, those two probably used the LDC unit to gather up girls' data and then used it to make super ultra true puppets. So does that mean you guys checked out the LDC unit in Akiba? What I'm wondering is why they just used, while they were just collecting girls' data. Wouldn't it be better for the market to do both genders instead of one? Wouldn't it? Anyway. Then does that mean, yeah. Okay, that probably means you have a good idea of who's behind our dolls then, right? Don't get too excited. We didn't arrest the guy, but we've got him cornered. I doubt he'll try to pull something like this again anytime soon. But the question still remains as to what's become of the Perfect Girl project now. Well, at the very least, we know each doll's looks are deprived from a real person. The doll's realism is then used to help sway potential candidates to join the project. But what is the Perfect Girl project even really about in the first place? I think Detective Grammy mentioned that people who are a part of it have been disappearing, right? Indeed, Coded actually picked up some rather useful information about what's required of anybody who does join the project. What is it? Anybody who has their dream girl sent to their room can never leave it, ever. I'm sure I don't need to explain why that's probably a bad deal. Oh, what's this? Mine's the URL left at the scene of the crime. This might come in handy, Coded. I want you to go to that URL and check it out. But don't worry about going too deep inside. We don't know what you'll find in there. It's very possible we could be dealing with something extremely dark and sinister. Dark and sinister? We're talking as grim as the stuff you look at for fun in your club, maybe even more so. Whatever's on the other side, it's not going to be pretty by any means. Oh, yeah. Sure. Let's say that's not pretty. So what are you? Huh? Who are you? Hey, a CyberSleuth? Man, this place sure is getting crowded now. This is my room? Yeah, of course it is. What's this about being inside Eden? Ha, stop joking around. This is clearly the real word. How could I be in cyberspace? Who are all these girls around me? They are my dream girls. My dream girls is pure, pristine dolls. Yep, this has all been made possible thanks to the Perfect Girl project. You really know your stuff. As promised, in exchange for these dolls, I've stayed locked up inside my room. Life with these girls is the best. I couldn't be happier. They take care of everything I need. Really, I don't see any reason to ever leave this place. It's perfect here. But this really is inside Eden? Cut it out already with that, man. Are you sure you're not the one who's actually dreaming right now? Oh, the realization you'll come to when we log you out. Alright then. So the URL led you to one of the victims of the Perfect Girl project. Victim? What do you mean? Remember, to join the project, you have to stay holed up inside your room for the rest of your life. But in reality, he was lured into Eden, and now he's living with the girls there while he's actually unconscious. But then that means, right, the so-called life he's leading with the girls in cyberspace is just one big lie. The whole thing is just a sad scam. Anyone who falls prey to it is unwittingly imprison themselves for life inside cyberspace, thinking they've never left the real world at all. That makes sense. It also makes sense if you think about the name of the company behind it. Jirogamo? Jirogamo is a mythical spider who appears as a beautiful woman to attract men to a waterfall. That explains why they're only girls. Right there. They plunge in for her and die at her hands. Oh, I knew if there was anyone here who'd know about this, it'd be you, May. You really know your occult history. Okay, so I get all that, but why go through the trouble of locking victims up in their room and then imprisoning them in cyberspace? If someone's stuck inside Eden, thinking they're still in the real world and don't log out, then if somebody's stuck inside Eden, all that's left inside the locked rooms are living bodies, which could be useful for any number of things. Like what? According to police investigations, the victims' bodies are carried off by a third party and taken overseas to foreign countries. What? Why would anyone do that? A lot of applicants are young and healthy. There are known... oh my... oh boy. Use my luck of speaking. It's like 3 a.m. A lot of applicants are young and healthy. There are who knows how many people around the globe who want such fresh bodies. Good thing for girls that these are only girl dolls being made and only guys buy them, right? Oh yeah, that's uncomfortable. That's so horrible. We don't know for sure that it's anything along those lines. It's just a theory right now. Just thinking about it gives me real goosebumps. Anyway, about that guy your assistant met a little while ago. What do you think has happened to him? It's hard to know for certain. On the one hand, his body might already be lost forever. But on the other hand, we might still have a shot at saving him. Might as well see if we can still call out to him. But we should be prepared for the worst. What's this? Please, you need to log out? Is this another one of that kid's pranks? How many times do I have to tell you, buddy? I'm in the real world. I couldn't log out even if I wanted to. You must be pretty clueless if you think this could possibly be inside Eden. Well, it couldn't hurt to try. I mean, there's no way it'll work. That's not how it works in the real world. I mean, come on. Huh? What am I seeing here? I don't get it. Error. Nowhere to log out. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but you realize something now. Oh boy. This has been an interesting episode. I'm glad. It was a lot of talking, but this time it wasn't just baseless nothing. It was actually interesting. And a monster and a Digimon I recognize. Cool. Anyway, that is all the time we have for this episode of Digimon Story CyberSleuth. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next episode.